And just so you guys know, listening, you're getting these out of the vault because we have gone in and pulled some of our older episodes just because if people find us, we want them to find quality that they're probably going to want to come back and listen to. And we thank all of you for starting with us and hanging through our different technology growths. So this is actually like top secret.
Yeah, because you can't find this anymore anywhere.
So you're welcome. Happy Galentine's Day.
Happy 1-year anniversary to our podcast.
Whee! If we weren't recording this in the morning, I would have bought some champagne and popped it, but
oh yeah,
I can't day drink.
Me either. I'll get a headache immediately.
Oof. Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
Look at us. Look at us.
Paul Rudd would be so proud.
No, this is crazy. I am so happy to be celebrating Galentine's Day with you for the second time and to celebrate our 1-year anniversary. And I'm excited for this episode.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Time is literally flying. I think we're in a time warp and time has become elusive and speeding up as we get older. I know that sounds crazy, but that's my conspiracy theory to open up the show.
So since it's our 1-year anniversary, we thought that we would do a very special episode and do a look back on Nonsexual Soulmates over the last year. So we've pulled some fun clips for each other, for y'all. We haven't seen each other's. We're just going to play them and reflect. Do you have any opening statements?
I am just proud of ourselves, of us, for being so consistent with something. I don't think I've ever been this consistent with anything before. So it's just been so much fun, and I'm excited to look back because I know we've improved so much, and we still have so much more to improve on. But it's kind of fun to reflect and analyze and just take it all in that we've done this for 53 weeks.
Yes, this is episode 53. Yeah. I guess there's technically 52 weeks in a year. I don't know.
It's a leap year this year. Maybe that's why. No, that doesn't make sense. That's a one day.
Oh, maybe it's because the first one is episode 1. It's like how we talked about birth. You're not 0. Okay, we solved the mystery. But I agree with everything you said. I can believe that we've made it a year and that we've done this consistently for a year. But then I also sort of can't believe it because it's a big commitment and you have a new huge life commitment of a baby. And I am just proud of us for making it work. Thanks to our spouses for giving us up every once in a while so we can record, because I know, especially for you and coordinating your childcare situation, that it takes a team effort. So
yes, cheers to the men,
my buddy Kenny,
and cheers to you for holding it down while I was on maternity leave.
Oh yeah, that was a fun time. I did not pull any of those clips. I don't like myself by myself.
We're better as a team. If I have to do ever a solo episode, it'll be I'll feel weird about it.
Oh, it would be so fun for me. Also, thank you to our listeners who've been here for a year. We appreciate you. Thanks to the moms and my aunt, the OGs of the OGs. We appreciate your listening, Chip, your feedback, your constructive feedback. And for everybody else, we have plans for the upcoming year.
Big plans, and we're excited to share. So smash that subscribe. No, seriously, share this with a friend if you find us entertaining or stupid at all. Either way, if you're like, look at these 2 bitches, they're funny. Or look at these 2 bitches, make fun of them with me. Either way, I don't really care. Just share it with somebody. Leave us a review. It really helps a lot.
It does. We appreciate you. All right. And without further ado, we are going to take a walk down memory lane. Okay, audience members, we figured out our screen sharing situation. Thank you. And now, without further ado, I would like to share an episode that is near and dear to my heart. This is from season 1, everything season 1. This is year 1, episode 1. We are looking back at the whole Monty, if you will, of how this started in all of its raw and somewhat squeamish glory. So let's take a look.
Oh. What's up, Kate?
It's so good to see you in real life.
I know. This is as close as real life as we're going to get.
I know. It's true. So, I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
I don't understand why it's so hard to make friends in real life as an adult.
It's extremely hard.
So, I started in a new job, and I had like half friends at my old job. Not half friends. I had real friends at my old job. Some of them. Some were not. And then I realized the only way we're friends is that I see them every day. So now that I'm in a new location, I have no friends. And then the friends that I do have here, which sounds bad because I feel like if someone was listening to this, they're going to be like, then we're friends. Which we are, but it's like it's not the same. The one person I'm really close to just had kids, so she's reasonably busy. And I can't be like, you should hang out with me over your baby and your 3-year-old.
Yep.
And then my other friends that used to live here left because it's a military area, and everyone fucking leaves. And then this is the true dilemma.
Episode 1. We've come so far.
The audio just killed me. And then just everything about it is, I love that you pulled episode 1 because wow.
This really highlights how proud I am of us. It also highlights how nervous I was. I can feel my own discomfort through the screen. I was so squeamish.
Even though we're just talking to each other in like real life, we're not in front of audience members. But knowing that you're being recorded and knowing that someone's going to be listening to this later was really, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Me either.
We talked about this. Your nervous energy is talking up more, and my nervous energy is just clamming up and being like, yeah.
I can just tell by my hand movements that I was freaked out.
Oh my gosh.
I sort of didn't want to watch that and relive it to everybody in the audience, but it's the truth of where we came from. And just so you guys know, listening, you're getting these out of the vault because we have gone in and pulled some of our older episodes just because if people find us, we want them to find quality that they're probably going to want to come back and listen to. And we thank all of you for starting with us and hanging through our different technology growths. So this is actually like top secret.
Yeah, because you can't find this anymore anywhere.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome for that lovely quality video we just had.
Oh my God. All right, coming up next, we have a Kayla poll. So I have not seen this one.
Well, it makes me feel better because the next one, like if I can do it in a hospital without being able to labor in the shower where I wanted to, without being able to, move around with Pitocin, but still do it naturally. It's like if I can do it that way, then the second time, if I can make it to 40 weeks or even 37 weeks, I can for sure do it at home with no, medicine. Because you don't know until you go through it. But now that I did it, I was like, oh, I for sure can do it at home next time then.
Yes.
Good old birth story, part 1.
I loved your birth story. It was such an honor to record those and get to document that with you.
I know. I was thinking, is this self-absorbed to pull this clip for one of our favorites, my favorites, but it was such a big story that I was so glad we got to share here. And it was one of our top played episodes. So I just was really glad to share it. And put it out there so other moms can hear the real deal. Yeah, that was a crazy time, but I'm glad that was one of my favorite ones.
It was one of my favorite ones to record with you. Oh, speaking of your birth story, literally last night, I know I've told you already that I brag about you all the time, but last night we were getting a beer with some of Jason's friends. Anyway, the wives weren't there, but the husband, whose wife is pregnant, said, "So I just found out that we're having a midwife birth."
Oh,
she must have told me and I wasn't listening. I guess that's what we're doing. They recently, I don't know if it's recently, but they opened a birthing center here with midwives.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't know if they do them at home. I wasn't going to ask this guy about his wife's birth plan because based on the information he had, it didn't seem like he was going to know. But I was telling him your story of how you had it all planned out and then you ended up having to go to the hospital, but the midwife still came and was still an integral part of that whole process. I didn't tell him about the placenta capsules because I just didn't think he was ready for it. But I have this feeling his wife's going to do it, and I wish I could hang out with them again later to hear that story. Anyway.
Oh my God, that's so great. How far along is she?
I don't know.
Okay.
Again,
that's okay.
Yeah. I'm sure he knew how far along his wife was.
Oh, yeah, but if it was like 3 weeks from now and he's just realizing this now, hopefully he has.
I think it's pretty far along.
That's so great.
I think it's pretty
Thanks
far
for always talking about my story.
It was fun because Jason's obviously a nurse, his friend Zach, and then their friend surgeon. So you have 3 nurses all sitting there, and they were all kind of telling him, I don't know if they were being nice. I think they were being serious. If you can avoid a hospital and you feel safe about it, there's the germs and I don't know, just all the other stuff. And it's just interesting. It's interesting how more people are talking about this now. And I'm thankful that I got to hear your story because I know so much more now. That's the moral of what I was trying to say.
I like it.
All right, let's go again. This one, let me see what this, I kind of wrote myself notes because we pulled these a while back and I just wanted to make sure. This is another one of my favorite early moments. And I still really love doing this. So let's take a look. Nina, I think, had like 24,000 people when we were growing up. And it's on like a lake that's up there. So it's cute. Jason hates this. For those of you listening, I'm going to show you with my hand map. Wisconsin is the shape of a hand. Therefore, anyone from Wisconsin will show you where they live on the map of their hand. So you have the thumb as the peninsula. Door County, the base / Green Bay, there where your thumb would meet the palm meat of your hand. You're just going to follow your thumb crease down a little bit south, maybe like a fingernail length, and you'll arrive at Nina. So for listening and viewing, there's where Nina is on the Wisconsin hand map. Also, anyone also from a Midwestern state that uses hands to describe their location, please send us videos of you doing that. To my husband's sadness, I have translated this into Florida.
I figured you did something for Florida.
Or I don't know which way it would be, this way.
No, and you got it right the first time.
Oh, okay. It's mirrored for you. So if you're listening, I have now taken my flat palm and faced it down with my thumb sticking out to mimic the shape of Florida. And I live in the Panhandle, which would be basically the tip of the thumb. There you go, people. Hand maps with Kaylee. Not season. Why do I keep saying season? Episode 4. From the vault.
I can't. Okay, first of all, unrelated to your hand map, my hair looks so different.
I was going to say your hair bob is so cute now.
It's grown so much. Okay, so that was episode 4. So now we're 49 weeks later. Look at how much growth we've got. For people who are just listening, it's so very close to my trapezoid.
Kayla has a whole bob now.
That's so funny. I love the map. That was so great. I didn't know that was episode 4. We already improved so much from episode 1 to episode 4.
Yeah. I know there was a exponential increase. Yeah. I don't know what the change was, but thank God that happened. And it's going to keep happening.
Oh, too funny.
All right. Here comes Kayla's next clip.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any introduction words?
Yes. This one. This was a special podcast that we were able to do in person. We've cut the clips to make it not look like it, but we were sitting right here on this couch in person. It was the most fun thing we've ever done, reading the hateful comments we get, and it was one of my absolute favorites. I think it helped being in person.
This one was so fun. Okay, I can't wait to play this. Ready, set, go. Let's just imagine you're sitting on the street somewhere. Okay. And I sit down next to you at the bus stop.
Okay.
The first thing that popped into my head is that your necklace is too tight. Okay, bye.
You mean my necklace looks like I've got a triple chin now? A triple chin?
Do you say my necklace is too tight?
God damn! You know what? Sometimes I like my necklaces tight. And of all the things you could have said about me, I mean, really, my necklace being tight is really not that crazy.
The best part for me was the K-bye. I did love this episode too. And people are crazy. I think that's been one of my biggest takeaways. You hear famous people talk about how insane it is and don't read the comments and people say nasty things. And I had never had a public profile and we're not even famous. And the things that people have said are absolutely wild.
Mm-hmm. I just want to point out to the folks, to the lady who commented, I just want to let you know it isn't as tight anymore. It's because I just had a fucking baby and I was swollen, you little... Just kidding. See, look, it's nice and it's a small, short necklace, but I don't feel like it's choking me anymore. So we are on the right path.
Yeah, lady.
Yeah, lady. Keep
on. Oh, man. I want to do another one of those when we're in person again because that was so fun. All right. This next one that I have pulled for you guys, I think I'm just going to talk about it after, but this is another one from episode 4. It's just funny. I don't know.
Okay, double dipping on the episodes. I like it.
I know. I really wanted to pull this one out because, again, this is like a super vaulted episode, so people aren't going to get to see this otherwise.
I can't.
Okay. Feeling like I'm finally getting used to hear myself talk and see myself on camera.
I know, I'm trying not to be awkward, super awkward with my double chin on camera.
I'm probably never going to get used to it. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's how we, like, someday when everyone just thinks this is such a fun podcast to listen to, that's how we'll stay grounded, is every time I pull up my camera, I'll be like, boo.
I like that. That's a good way to keep us sensible.
We were literally just talking about that, but... I can tell in this episode I'm not that comfortable.
Oh my! Well, look at your face right there.
But it was getting better.
It was getting better.
It was, and we were starting to get more comfortable. And I can tell everybody that after a year of doing this, I don't feel as awkward recording, but I still am not. I don't love listening to or hearing myself.
Really? I've surprisingly gotten over hearing my voice until I say something really stupid. Then I'm like, Kayla.
I think the way that I'm tolerating it is I'm dissociating. Like when I edit our episodes, I think that I go in. I don't know. I'm not listening to myself. I'm listening to our podcast, if that makes sense. I'm a little more separated from it, and I'm not thinking about it as much as this is me. It's more of this is the product that I'm creating.
Yeah.
And let me make it sound good and all of that. So I'm not as fixated on it being myself or I'm freaked out. But I'm not, if I hear my voice in a reel come through Jason's phone, I want to slap the phone out of his hand. There's something about it that way that freaks me out listening to it. But when I'm in the mode of editing or when I'm posting or doing things on our stuff, that doesn't freak me out as much. And being recording isn't freaking me out as much.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Yeah. If one of us is talking through Kenny's phone, I like get all embarrassed real quick. I'm like, wait, like everyone can see this is fine. I don't know why it feels weird.
It does. That's always my squeamish moment. And then I do, though, enjoy going back and listening to our podcast episodes. I think because I'm just proud of what we've created and how far we've come.
Yeah.
So that part has changed too. I'm like, look at us doing this thing. And I get such a kick out of us.
I know. I think we're funny.
So I sit and I crack up. And then listening to it, I think from an artistic point of view, what can we do better? What can we do different? How can we improve? All of that has gotten more fun too. So I think I'm over the initial squeaminess, but I definitely can't say that I love listening to and seeing myself, and I'm fine with that.
I feel that. It's still weird. I'll be interested to see how we feel next year and in another year from now.
Right?
I
don't think either of us are ever going to be like, oh, look at me. I'm divine. Okay.
I think I'll just I don't know if I'll ever get rid of this double chin, so whatevs. Yeah.
I know. Do you have an intro for this one?
Yeah, this next one, I was just going to say, as much as our quality has evolved and our comfortability on camera has evolved, I love how our conversations are evolving and our topics are expanding and how we can talk about all types of things. And this was one of my favorite topics because it's a little, what's the word? Interpersonally introspective. It's a little woo-woo and a little weird and a little, whatever. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of, but I like this topic and I'm glad we touched on it. And It was different.
I'm excited. I don't know. I can't even guess what one you're talking about. So now I'm excited to see what it is. I still don't know what it is. And I can see the image. Okay. I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1.
There's still a lot of questions around all of this, but there's so
Aliens.
Why do I make that noise? No, but that's Kaylee. You just kind of sparked something. Like I said, you don't have to always come down to Earth. You don't have to fall into Earth. You could go to other planets and other beings that look like aliens to us because we only know human form. But like you could reincarnate into a quote unquote alien.
Bruh. We're someone else's aliens.
Yeah, bro.
I've had the bulgy eyes my whole life, but I didn't know.
Oh my god.
Full disclosure, I did not smoke, eat, or consume weed before this episode. This is just the kind of shit that I've always loved talking about. So even if it's purely hypothetical, and even if like 2 years from now I listen to this and I think that was a stupid thing, I'm here to just think and wonder. And that again gets back to the point of this podcast, because the point of the title was calling ourselves Nonsexual Soulmates because we feel like we've been friends in past lives, but also the purpose of creating this platform and communities was so that we could ask questions and explore ideas and do it without judgment and be who we are right now.
And have the power to change our minds.
How did I not think to pull? This is literally the core of what we're doing and how we got the name Nonsexual Soulmate.
I know. This was our soul episode, which I loved, which is why I was trying to describe beforehand. It's, it's a little not mainstream or whatever you want to call it, but it dove into aliens, which is funny, and then B, a whole core of our podcast, which I just love so much.
Oh man. As a review, everybody, the name all started when Kayla and I used to joke that we felt like we were soulmates, but non-sexually, because I am wholeheartedly attracted to men. Anyway, it's just great. And then this whole soul theory came up and it really resonated with me, and it was such a fun topic. And I love it. I love thinking that we were friends in all of our past lives. And if it's true that you can be different genders, maybe we were married in a past life.
It could have been, honestly.
Or maybe we were lesbians in a past life. Maybe in a past life that didn't make me want to die.
You were like my mom in a past life.
That's why I like cooking for you so much.
Exactly. I am your child.
God. Oh, that was a good one. Okay. This next one that I have, if I can quit sniffling my nose, is... Oh. Okay, this is now from episode 12, so I've pushed the timeline a little bit forward, but I just kind of wanted to pull this one because you can see now the progression of our editing and some of our different things, but it is still a far cry from where we've gotten ourselves to today. Here is clip 4 from episode 12. Also, can I just say that my hair changes? Well, and your hair changes have been very entertaining. Okay. And here we go. Play. I might make a joke that makes people feel a little bit uncomfortable because it relieves a little bit of the tension for me. And the people that love me know that. And then we could all move on.
1000%. I agree.
On that note, I think we should transition to follow-ups and put that soapbox
We were on that for a long time, but I loved it. And I think it's very important.
I know. I think it does perfectly summarize what you and I have kind of been dancing out just on our personal time of being tired and feeling worn out. And number 1, thank you to Pensacola Hair Shop for my hair. I was still trying to find somebody to go to at this point. And not that my hair looks bad, but I'm just appreciating having like a shape and some highlights these days. For those of you who are only listening, you wouldn't have been able to tell, but the mouth movement and the audio was off. And I really struggled with that for a while, and it was so frustrating. And then we finally figured it out, and we figured out better ways of using Riverside, our recording platform. So thank you to them. If you're in the need for a recording hosting site, highly recommend it. There's a link in our show notes if you want to find out more. But so funny.
As we were watching it, we're sharing our screen, and I wasn't sure if it was a problem but yes, I remember we were struggling with that so long, and then I was looking at myself, and I had to go pull, when did episode 12 come out? Because I looked like I was really struggling to breathe, and I realized that was only like 3 weeks before I gave birth. It was May 2nd, and I was like, why do I look, I'm like, not really saying much. I'm kind of, it's because I was really pregnant.
Oh my God. It is funny that little KK has started this journey with us.
I know. It's wild.
I guess he's our other OG listener.
Oh my God. He's been listening since the inception. Yeah. I was pregnant the whole time when we started.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he just hasn't heard me, so he probably thinks that his mom just talks to herself for an hour every week.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God. Anyway, we've come a long way with our technology, and I'm really thankful. But I also liked that clip because it is, again, another piece of the heart of what we're doing. Being able to change our minds and of being able to joke around and have the space to do that on an entertainment platform, because that's how I relieve tension.
Exactly. And to preface this next clip, it's a whole 180, which I love that we're so versatile because we can talk about reincarnation, we can talk about changing our mind, and then we can talk about very, very inappropriate things. So I had to throw this one in here.
I can't wait. Oh no, I already know what episode this is from. Oh God. All right, here we go.
Kaylee, what's an Alabama Hot Pocket?
I just keep thinking that there's poop in a vagina.
Ding, motherfucking ding.
Oh no, this was such a great one, our sexual term quiz.
Oh my gosh. It was just so good that you guessed it right, even though it was so crazy. And that whole episode was just so funny to me.
That was a great one. It's funny watching this. I knew that you had just recently had your baby in this episode that you played the clip from because of your furious Celsius drinking.
I was going to say, me and my freaking Celsius. It's like pregnancy, Kayla's just drinking water, and then post-pregnancy, it's like, energy drink, Celsius, alcohol.
Why?
No, I'm kidding. Hey, 9 months without it, I kind of wanted to enjoy it.
I don't blame you one little bit. All right, this is my last clip to share with you guys, and this is just hands down one of my favorite moments of recording. The quality on this one's not great, but I didn't care. I had to. I didn't have a choice. I had to play this clip. So let's pull her up. All right, just my bug eyes at the beginning of this is fantastic to me. All right, here we go. Go. Can't pronounce the name. Louis Leblanc. The name of the
Louis
brand.
Vuitton? I'm not saying it very properly. They say it funny, huh?
It's a different one. It's like
I'm ignorant, obviously, to this. Really?
Christian Louboutin.
That's Louis Vuitton.
It is? What do you mean that's Louis Vuitton?
Wait.
How is Louis Vuitton Christian?
Hold on. Now we're both going to sound so dumb on this podcast.
Well, we're not millionaires yet, okay?
I swear to heaven, Christian Louis Vuitton. I'm not saying it correctly because there's probably a more fancy, rich way to say it, but that is it. Not
okay,
Louis.
No, because Louboutin is spelled different. All right. I found Louis Vuitton versus Louboutin. I don't know how to do this. My French lessons are not going well.
Oh yeah, okay.
It says, what's the difference?
So we're talking about either Louis with a L and then Vuitton with a V, like the bags, the purses, all those stuff.
Yeah.
But then
there's Christian. It looks like Louboutin if you're from where I live.
In my ignorant mind, Louis Vuitton and Louis Vuitton are kind of the same thing.
Here's the problem. It's the best clip for highlighting your amazing laugh.
Okay. I have two thoughts. First of all, I'm so glad I was muted because I was cackling and wheezing the whole time laughing, and I'm literally crying because I'm an idiot, and it was so funny. But second of all, did we ever post that? Did we ever post that short on YouTube? And if so, how many rude-ass comments? Did people comment on it like, you are so stupid?
I don't think the middle-aged white men who watch us on YouTube know what any of that is to even know.
I'm so ignorant. Yeah, they're the same. And then wait, they're not at all. That was humbling.
We're not millionaires yet, so it's okay. Listening to myself try to say a French word is awful.
I love that. I forgot about that clip. Thank you so much for pulling that. That just made this entire thing.
I was so worried you were going to pull that because it was just such an iconic moment of a 1000% real reaction to a discovery that we made while we were recording. And I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. And it was so fun to capture it.
I think I just laughed just as hard. Like, this is now the next time I'm laughing just as hard because I just rewatched that.
It never gets old. It never stops being funny to me.
Oh.
All right. This is your last one. Do you have any intro words?
Okay. This is my last one. I don't know why I just repeated what you said. I just felt like this was also a good bookend to these throwbacks or reflections because, again, we can be not religious. We can be, spiritual. We can talk about periods. We can talk about births. We can talk about horrible sexual terminologies. We can laugh at how stupid we are, and then we can talk about the crisis of society. I'm kidding. No, I really like where we've gone, and this one was a little spicy, and I just love the spicy ones. And I just felt you captured the essence of this podcast, this podcast episode in this one clip, and it was just too perfect to not share it again. It was more recent, and now you can see we've ended on pretty good quality. This is pretty much what we've got now, with the exception of the word podcast that we've added. I just love it. I just love where we've gone. So here we go.
I'm so excited. I will note that I'm wearing the same earrings. These are my BDE earrings. And I need to have some big dick energy.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Do you know what this is?
No.
Okay, cool.
I can picture how I'm feeling based on the starting face that I'm making, but I don't know what I'm about to say, which is embarrassing because how much have I talked that I can't remember what I've said? Okay, let's go. Mm-hmm. And if somebody makes a correction, then I will always do my best to try and accommodate that as I can. Mm-hmm. But just as you wouldn't go to a restaurant and expect the waiter to divine that you have a nut allergy, I may not know something immediately. And I don't think it's the waiter's responsibility to ask if there's any allergies. I think you as the allergy person, as an adult, have a responsibility to verbalize that. Because if you don't say something and they serve you a peanut butter cookie and then you eat it, I don't think that that's on them. My ending face.
Oh,
I am proud of that analogy.
It was such a good analogy. I was mad that I couldn't think of one that good.
Sometimes I go back and I listen to us, even just the week after we record when these publish, and I feel like we've tapped into some kind of divine consciousness. And I know that sounded really stuck up and really conceited, but there's just times where we do some of these episodes where I feel as if we've fallen into some kind of flow, and things just come out, and then they sort of even catch me off guard.
Sometimes my words don't come out, but I try. And hopefully you guys get the point across. And then Kaylee summarizes it very nicely with a great analogy for all of us. So, no, I love that episode. And it was a little feisty, but I liked it.
And since that episode has aired, we have come out with the Podle, which is our foil to these episodes. Basically, it's an antithesis of what we're doing here. And that's where we've really unleashed the spice. So if the spices are things that you guys enjoy about the podcast, check it out on YouTube. They're short. They're only maybe 5 minutes long, but they come out on Saturday mornings in place of our beloved Saturday morning cartoons. So we do hope to see you over there. But that's a wrap, people. It's been a year.
It's been a whole damn year. Look at us. I'm so proud of us.
I am too, dude. I can't wait to see what happens in a year.
I know. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll have a better studio set up.
Yeah, just to recap, it's been fun watching our backgrounds change. For people who are listening, I know you can't see that, but
my background has not changed until the last 3 weeks of this podcast. Kaylee's background, we should do a montage of all your backgrounds changing, and then we should do a montage of my hair changing.
We've had literal growth, hair growth, baby growth. We've launched
audio
our podcast.
Growth.
Yes, we've grown our technology. We've grown in our editing skills. Shout out to Kayla for knowing how to do marketing things, because I would just be over here flim-flamming around in the universe without any direction if it weren't for her.
Shout out to Kaylee for holding down social media and producing all the content that you see. Appreciate it. Not my forte.
We've done a lot. We've kept this going. We've kept our social medias going and been consistent. We've launched our Podle episodes, which has been fun. And like I said, we've got some stuff brewing in the background for you guys to do a little quarterly tidbit. So stay tuned. We'll be dropping the announcement on that next week. Dude, it's just cool.
I know. I love it. I love where we're going. I love where we've come from. And I'm excited to continue and share with y'all. And we love you so much.
I love you guys, and I love you, and I'll see you all next Tuesday. And I think that's it, man. Happy Galentine's Day.
Happy 1 year Galentine's Day. Woo!
I guess I was a little nervous running technology over here.
Hey, first time we screen shared, we're good. Progress.
Oh, man. Progress, not perfection, bitches. Ew, can I do that again? Progress, not perfection.
Authenticity for the win. That was dumb, too. Okay.
Smash that like button. Okay, for real. I love you, bye.
I love you, bye.